In 1994, an audio engineer named Marcus Cole bought an abandoned estate in the woods of Maine. He wanted a quiet place to work, but within 3 weeks, Marcus realized the house wasn't empty. It was listening, and worse, it was recording. What the police found on Marcus's audio tapes 2 months later didn't just close the case. It made the local precinct classify the recording so they would never be heard by the public. Today, we look at the terrifying story of Blackwood Manor. Marcus moved into Blackwood to recover from a tragedy. 6 months earlier, his wife Sarah had passed away in a sudden car accident. To drown out the crushing grief, Marcus buried himself in work, setting up a state-of-the-art audio restoration studio in the master bedroom. Because of his job, Marcus wore noise-canceling headphones for 10 to 12 hours a day. He lived in a world of absolute simulated silence. But when you filter out the noise of the outside world, you start to notice the things that shouldn't be there. It started on his second week. Marcus was digitizing old vinyl when his audio monitors registered a massive spike in room tone. He pulled off his headphones. The house was dead silent. But when he played the tape back, he didn't just hear static. He heard the sound of footsteps walking directly up to his chair, stopping right behind him, and a faint, wet breathing. Naturally, Marcus thought someone had broken in. He searched the house with a flashlight. Every door was locked from the inside. The windows were sealed. The next night, Marcus decided to leave a microphone recording the empty house while he went to sleep downstairs. When he checked the audio the next morning, he found something that defied logic. The microphone hadn't picked up a burglar. It had picked up a conversation. The voice belonged to Marcus. It was a sentence he had spoken out loud 3 days ago in the kitchen. The house hadn't just caught the sound. It had stored it and was playing it back in the dark. The walls themselves were acting like a massive organic tape recorder. But it wasn't just repeating the past. It was learning. On his final night in Blackwood Manor, Marcus woke up to the sound of his own studio equipment turning on upstairs. He walked up the creaking steps holding a metal flashlight. He pushed open the studio door. The room was empty, but his headphones were on the desk, vibrating so loudly with sound they were acting like speakers. Marcus leaned down to listen, and that's when his heart stopped. The voice coming out of the headphones was a perfect replica of his late wife, Sarah. But Marcus knew it wasn't her, because whatever was standing in the shadows directly above his desk didn't have a human shape. The next morning, neighbors found Marcus's car running in the driveway, but Marcus was gone. All that remained was his final audio project file, titled simply, "It Knows What We Say." The house stands abandoned to this day, completely stripped of its drywall by investigators looking for hidden microphones. They never found any. If you want to hear more terrifying, documented urban legends, make sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. Let me know in the comments. Would you stay a single night in Blackwood Manor for $1 million? See you in the next video.